started and now?
My biggest success, I would say year one, my goal was to be rookie of the year. I was coaching with Clarissa and it was a competition between me and another agent. So I loved that. I did a lot of open houses that I really enjoyed doing. And I think in general, hitting my goal that year was my biggest success. Biggest failure at the time, because I know a part of it was that um, I didn't stay very consistent, which I know a lot of new agents um, go through that. So I would close a few deals and then it's a few months of not a lot of things going on. But yeah,
Yeah, hey,
just to
you know
say.
what? Everyone, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you have a problem with consistency here. Let Mustafa know that he's not alone. Mustafa, we're here with you, brother. You're
Thank
not
you. I
alone.
feel the support.
Hey, so one of the things I noticed just between two of them, Mustafa and Salma, both of them had a vision. Both of them had a. That's tip one. If you guys want a secret or tip to success, it's right there, having a goal set. Okay, we're going to jump over to Carlos. Carlos, tell us from the beginning of you getting into your business. Did you start at Keller Williams, by the way, Carlos? Okay, we're going to jump over to Paul. Paul, you started with Keller Williams, correctly?
Yes,
Correct?
I did.
Awesome. Between the start of your business and now, what has been the biggest challenge or failure that you've had since starting?
So when I started, I had doubts in my head because it's a new industry for me, but I did come with a financial background for JP Morgan, which I correlated with my business. So the biggest success for me is just making sure that I still have plans for my clients. I don't set them aside. I create a timeline for them. Even if they're not ready now, they can be ready in 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. And that has been my pipeline for my business success throughout this whole year.
Awesome. So you think long term, like if they're not ready to buy right now, you just think out into the future and you stay in contact with them. You have the consistency, the follow up. You're probably using the Command Smart plans, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Good answer. Very, very good answer. Paul, Carlos, are you there now, bud?
Yeah, I'm back. I
Awesome.
couldn't get back to the meeting for some reason, so I had to log back out.
Oh, no worries.
So,
No worries. Thanks for making it back on.
yeah,
From the
absolutely.
start of your business and now, what has been the biggest hurdle or challenge you've had being in real estate?
Me personally, the biggest challenge or hurdle that I've had has just been being extremely consistent with a schedule. That's been a personal hurdle just overall in life. But I feel like working with Clarissa and her keeping me accountable with the plans that I make, the ideas that I want to see come to fruition, she's really been instrumental to my success as far as sticking to those schedules that I talk about, that I tell myself that I want to do, and that I commit to. So she's been crucial to that
Wow,
for me.
there's a lot of love and yeah, a lot of love and support towards Clarissa. She's obviously making a phenomenal impact as a coach. Salma, I'm going to come back to you. What's the main reason Salma went from launch and she didn't even give me a choice. She jumped right into my growth program. She signed the agreement before I even knew that it was going out to her. What was the main reason you jumped into growth, Salma? And by the way, we're so happy to have you in growth.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I think that for the rest of my life, my career, I'm going to have a coach, especially coaching with you. If I have questions, I couldn't imagine not having someone there that I could just call and ask questions to. Accountability, business plan, ideas. There's so much potential and I'm new. So I'm like having someone that's been in the industry, knows what's going on. If I have an idea, is it going to waste my time? Or is it going to launch me forward? And I think having that coach, you, help me with that and keep me accountable.
Do you feel like coaching is only meant for new agents?
Coaching is for life.
There we go.
Like for life, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. You referenced in there that you referenced the word efficiency. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Like how does coaching, growth coaching particularly, or even launch, I guess, how does that help you become more efficient?
Yeah, all coaching. Efficiency. If someone's done it, they know what they're doing and what worked and what didn't work. If I can avoid doing something that isn't going to work, then by all means, let's get there quicker. And having you as a coach or any coach will be able to give you that information. It's like using their experience as your own.
Yeah, awesome. What was the most powerful lesson that you learned from your coaching program so far that had the most profound impact with regards to efficiency? Can you give us an example of something?
Regards to efficiency, oh shoot, I would say business plan, business ideas, how I want to run my business. So like everyone has different ways of doing things, and asking you, a coach that I have my values kind of align with as well, or not even values, ideas. Yeah, wait, can you repeat the beginning of that question?
Yeah, no, I think let me see if I can help you out and summarize it. So it sounds like
Okay.
having a business coach helps you dial in your plan so you know how to execute on a business plan effectively and efficiently.
Right. And
Right.
achieve
That's
my
exactly
goals
what you
and
meant
that
to say, right?
vision. That's exactly it. Nailed it. Yeah.
Awesome. Paul, can you tell us what made you jumped right into growth as well too? I think everyone pretty much jumped right into growth, but you jumped into growth. You had phenomenal success, like within 8 months or 9 months, you were done with growth, launch.
9 months with launch.
9 months, you immediately jumped in on day 9 month plus one into Alicia's growth program. And what was the motivation? What was the inspiration? What was the drive that got you in there?
There was like a lot of potential in launch that I saw, like that's so valuable, right? Like in this business, I'm still new to the contracts, and Alicia knows this. I freak out when I open escrow, and I'm like, I need to breathe. Now there's months where I have 2 or 3, and right now I'm like so calm. It's good to have like a coach by your side to review your contract still. And what's better way to have somebody with a second set of brain, eyes to before submitting an offer? Because in this business, in this market, you only have one shot at every offer. Same thing with the first impression with your client. So what's the best way to, have that accountability with your coach?
So let me make sure I get this right. Alicia helps you essentially enjoy the success of your hard work. So you put in a deal, instead of freaking out about all this stuff that could possibly happen, she's just like, yo, Paul, calm down, take a breath, collect yourself. Let's write this out and go get a margarita.
Correct.
Pretty much it, right? Or a glass of wine or something. Right. Okay, cool. So growth coaching has helped you just to stay calm and work through your business and kind of enjoy it.
Correct.
Awesome.
And
Very,
it
very
elevates
cool.
my offer too. And she would like email me something like, do you think that's good enough? And I question myself. But I question myself like, wait, I can do so much better. Let me just get to my buyer and be like, let's make this a better deal just to make sure it gets accepted. And then that's what's been happening for the past offers I've had.
Very good. So as a coach, she asks you good questions to help you grow.
No more 2017 offers. It's 2021.
There we go. I dig it. Mustafa, what inspired you to jump into growth?
I believe everybody should have a coach, to be honest, regardless of where you are in your business. There's always room to improve and be better. And with Alicia, she's saved my business. She kind of, whether it's supports regarding contract, wording, reminding myself that 20 offers in with a client and nothing is getting accepted, that it's okay. I'm still, every offer I'm submitting is still the strongest possible offer that we can write. Reminding me that if I'm feeling down, I don't have to always be 100 with everything. I can take a break. Sticking to the plan, accountability. A lot of times, even when I'm hitting my goals, like right now, I still feel like I'm not doing enough, even though on paper I've hit the goal that I set out to hit. And she reminds me of that. So I don't know. She does a lot.
Good. I'm very glad to hear that. It also is making her smile so hard right now with all these compliments that she's getting. Carlos, go.
Alicia is the best.
Good. Carlos, are you there, bud?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Can you tell us what your inspiration or motivation to jump right into growth coaching was?
Well, first of all, everyone's saying Alicia's the best, but I think Clarissa's the best. I'm sorry, guys. I just got to stick to that. No, my inspiration to continue on to growth coaching was I don't think I could have done it without my launch coach. I think I may have been a little intimidated or a lot intimidated just to move forward with the complexity of the contracts, getting overwhelmed with just a brand new career at 31 years old. So I think having someone that believes in you, that you believe in as well, and you trust can really accelerate your confidence and motivation moving forward in your career and just life in general. I've experienced a lot of personal development throughout as well, which I'm very proud of, and I owe a lot of it to not only coaching but just the office in general, which I'm extremely grateful for.
Very awesome. And I have to agree with you guys both. Coach Clarissa and Alicia are extremely valuable coaches. I use them as coaches myself, being a coach in the program. I never argue with Alicia when it comes to contracts. And I actually refer to Clarissa as my Saint Clarissa because she saves my butt so much. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the next question. Salma, tell us how coaching, like the difference between like you on track with your goals, how coaching has helped you achieve those goals or stay on track for those goals. How has coaching made a direct impact to those?
Yeah. So you specifically, it's like I'll be in escrow and you'll be like, okay, so where's your next deal coming from? Like, what are you doing to move your business forward? And that's constant. And for me, I'm like in escrow, I'm like, okay, I could breathe, like I could chill for a second. But it's like, no, where's the next one? Because sometimes being newer, especially, it's a little bit more challenging to do all of it, like lead gen and by like going out showings and offers in escrow. So you kind of just like keep me forward and give me more ideas. And our team is so amazing. We all hold each other accountable. We're all giving each other opportunities so that we're all reaching our goals. It's just such an amazing, I just want to hug everyone in our team. But yeah, I would say that it's the accountability and that team effort.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Mustafa, can you tell us a little bit about your experience? Like, how has coaching specifically helped you when it comes to reaching your goals? You said you've been on track with your goals, and Alicia continues to help to hold you to it. Like, tell us a little bit about like what that means exactly. How has she helped keep you accountable to staying on track with your goals? Also, how has she even got you to be on track with your goals?
It's not honestly one thing in specific that I can point out, but the same as Salma mentioned, I'm in escrow. You get happy about being in escrow, especially in today's market. If you're helping buyers, that means you've put a lot of offers to get to that extra escrow. It's always a reminder, where is the next one coming from? What is in your pipeline? If you're slowing down or moving faster, revisiting the goal itself. Is the annual goal that you've put in big enough, or should you switch it? Just multiple things, but I have hit my goals because of growth coaching. I can say that.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Carlos, can you share with us how does your schedule, like the day in the life of Carlos as a real estate agent, what does that look like? And how do you stay dialed into that schedule?
So the way I stay dialed in, this has actually just started happening in the past month and a half or so. The first thing I would do is wake up and take my dog to the dog park. He's my best buddy, you know. He's someone that he just brightens my day to see him happy. And so that's the way I've been starting my day recently. I talked to Clarissa about it, and she also knows that I like to go to the gym. And so I've been starting my day with spending time with my animal and my buddy. And then from there, I've been working on social media and slowly starting some cold calling. Again, I have trouble focusing, and that is not my strong suit, but with what Clarissa and I have been doing lately, it's kept me more focused, more motivated, and just happier overall in life.
Very good. Very, very good. Paul, we were out one time and you mentioned that you had, I think it was 8 escrows. Is that right? At one time?
It was 9.
9. Okay. Forgive me. I didn't mean to leave out that one. Tell us what the schedule looks like for you as someone who has 9 escrows and and we can even attest to or dive into like after Carlos mentioned social media, like you have a super strong and efficient social media plan. Like, what does the day in the life of Paul look like with regards to his real estate business that gets him to 9 escrows?
So for me, like I always put time for myself first before I schedule it. So my business plans, I start waking up at 4:30 in the morning, get to the gym, get that done by 6:30, get back to the office, not to the office, get back to my house, go to scripts, attend scripts, and then after scripts, I have 2 hours of lead generation for cold calling or sphere. And Tuesdays and Thursdays are my sphere, and then Wednesdays and Fridays are um, expired, canceled, and cold calling. So I still manage to do that. And then anytime in the afternoon will be my buyer's consultation and listing presentation. And everything can be adjusted. I just have to make sure that I go back to it. So I follow it 95% of the time.
Awesome. Let me just get this right.
Sure.
Alicia has coached you so well that you literally prospect for 2 hours a day and you open 9 escrows. And for some reason, I covered the bill that time when we were out getting drinks. What the hell was going on with that, man?
I covered the last one.
I don't know. 9 escrows, and you doing 2 hours of prospecting a day.
Yeah, just 2.
How manageable is 2 hours a day? Actually, hold on. Let me ask this. Do you do it 7 days a week?
4 days.
4 days a week. 4 days a week, people, for 2 hours a day. That's some damn good coaching from Alicia.
But I also like take advantage of like whenever I go down to like a different county, like I'll go there for 3 days and then I'll set up like a 4-day like time frame where I can meet my clients there and then go to look at new construction. And then I just signed up for MLS for their access there so I can look at their properties whenever I'm in LA.
What time do you go to bed?
8:30, latest 10.
Latest 10, and you get up at 4:30. Awesome. Very, very powerful. Salma, share with us your most powerful or effective method for prospecting. Everyone wants to know how we're prospecting, how we're getting our business. We know Paul does it through his social media and with 2 hours of prospecting 4 days a week. How do you do it, Salma?
Okay. I'm not as scheduled, but I will say that I'm constantly reaching out to people, referral partners, or just people in my area, scheduling, I call them connected calls or connected meetings, and I'll just go meet people out for lunch or coffee, and just getting to know people with no agenda. I've been doing that. I get like at least 5 to 10 meetings a week, just reaching out to people through social media. So Instagram, or even Facebook groups or meetups, just networking.
So let me see if I can kind of summarize and see if this is correct. Instead of you going out looking for business, you connect with people that look for business for you. Does that sound right?
Pretty much. Yeah, I just connect with people and I get
and then
to know
you let
people,
them work and find business for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That makes room for all that
and
yoga.
then they're like, hey, you're really doing well in real estate. I'm like, thank you, am I? And then that's kind of how it goes.
Awesome. Mustafa, what's your favorite or most powerful method for prospecting and lead generation for all your business?
For me, it has been honestly sphere of influence and past clients. That's one of the things that Alicia and I focused on the last couple of months, is just staying in contact. And now that things are opening back up, I'm going to have coffee, drinking dates, making people pay for them as well, just like Paul is doing to you. And now I'm incorporating, which is pretty much just a rip and duplicate off of Paul, because his social media game is so strong and I'm trying to catch up. So I'm posting a lot on Instagram and Facebook, but especially stories rather than posts, because people watch it, it's easy and it doesn't take that much time in editing, which has been bringing me a lot of as well potential leads. So
Very, very cool. Okay, we're going to wind down right here because I want to leave a few minutes for anyone to ask them some questions. So Carlos, I'd like to ask you one more question. We'll actually ask everyone this question. Carlos, what's the one thing you would recommend to everyone here that had the biggest impact on your business? Like the thing you can share with them and be like, hey, this is what does really, really well with me. I'd like to share it with you and hopefully it'll make an impact on your business in the same positive way.
The one thing that I could recommend is stick to your schedule and just don't be the secret agent. tell everyone if you're starting out fresh, don't be that secret agent. Tell everyone you know. Be vocal on your stories on social media. Call your friends and family. Tell your barber. Just basically tell everyone you know, because it's okay. Be what you do. If you're going to do something, be committed and put your all into it, and you'll do just fine in this business.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's super powerful. Do not be a secret agent. Okay, guys. Paul,
Yes.
the biggest thing you can share with them, the most powerful tips, secret, however you want to label it, that they should be implementing into their business, like right now.
I would say don't overthink your business.
Don't overthink your
Go
business.
in with your like gut, everything, go all out. When it comes to your post, don't overthink it. Just be authentic and just post. Because people don't want to see full like real estate stuff. They want to see your life. And if they see your failures and then your successes, they'll love you even more. So just go all out and know your purpose.
Yeah, man, that was passionate. That was very, very powerful. Mustafa, what's the one thing you can leave everyone here with that can make an impact in their business?
Same thing. Do not be a secret agent. Call people that you know. Tell them you're in real estate, and don't worry so much about every single detail. Just the fact that you're with Keller Williams, honestly, with the amount of training that we have, you know more than most other agents with other companies. You're good. Stop worrying. Just be yourself. Post. Be visible. Be in front of people. And even if you're not cold calling or doing that, just by being out there, people will reach out to you and say, hey, I'm interested, or have family, or tell me about the market. You will get business.
Awesome. Salma, last one. Go big, go home. What's the one thing you can leave everyone with?
Yeah. So there's not like one way to run your business. I think be authentic and find something that works for you. Explore different options and different ways that you feel like this is how I want to run my business. And Carl, you tell me this all the time, like, do what feels right for you, right? Or do what you're not going to be uncomfortable in trying to serve other people. Just be in service and authentically run the business the way that you want to, because it's your business and you're supposed to love it, you know? It's life first, and we're choosing to be in this industry. We're choosing to be that agent and that local person that they can come to. So
heck yeah. Thank you so much. Awesome. Very, very much. Thank you guys all so much for being here, taking the extra 30 minutes out of your day to share with everyone on this panel. We got a couple minutes left. Does anyone have any questions for these rock stars? Let me jump back and forth. None? Okay, with
I'll
that
ask
being...
a question.
Yeah, please, Brett.
Sure. So in your first few months, looking back, what do you wish you knew then that you know now?
Very good question.
Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks in.
Who do we want to ask, Brett? Who are you gearing that question to specifically?
Oh boy. Okay. How about Paul?
3 months into it, I was so afraid to contact my surveyor, and I was just posting like anything on Facebook or Instagram. But now I'm texting them. People from my high school that I haven't seen in 10 years has been reaching out to me. So that's been like, I should have done that to begin with versus waiting now, because I could have elevated my business even more now if I did that on the first 3 months.
I saw Marty shaking his head yes when Paul was ringing that. That rings. I'll tell you guys, as one of the coaches since 2017, me, Alicia, Clarissa, that's probably the number one challenge we have with new agents. They are scared to reach out to their database. They're scared to let people know that they're a real estate agent. They're scared to tell. And the challenge is they say, I don't want to screw up one of the people I know. Yo, we got you guys. We're not going to let anything bad happen to your transactions. Alicia is the most like ridiculously strict, like crazy detail oriented person when it comes to contracts. And I've learned not to be like that, but I've learned so much because of what she's taught us. Clarissa is so dialed in when it comes to the systems. when it comes to like setting up the transaction, she's going to have everything laid out for you guys. Okay. What I bring to my team is just the enthusiasm, excitement. Yo, we're going to give it to Dana. We're going to let her rock star it with as a TC. Let's go find the next deal. Like, we are going to cover your backs. When the main jobs as coaches is to protect you and your client during the transaction, right? So you do not have to have fear of working with your database. Okay. Any other last minute thoughts, questions, concerns? We got 1 minute left. No? Awesome. Thank you guys all so much for showing up. Being this is a way of showing that you guys have a commitment to the growth, your personal growth, and being here supporting these other agents, rock stars. If you see them around the office, go ahead and hit them up with other thoughts, questions, concerns. Don't hesitate to reach out to the coaches as well if you're not in coaching yet and you wanted to ask more details about that. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys, and we will see you this Friday. We'll see you this Friday. Bye, everyone.
Bye. If you feel like that's what you want.